Hey everybody, my name's Alex, also known as Old Man Badley, and well, it's wipe time for Tarkov 0.16.0. I literally just 2 minutes ago got kicked off a server and the patch notes are already up, so I figured I'd make a video really quick to go over the patch notes because there's lots in it. So here we go. Without further ado, the patch 0.16.0.0 update. Okay, starts with a new in-game event called Korovat. Korovat. New in-game event Korovat has started, featuring festive atmosphere, unique mechanics, and a variety of challenges for players. The in-game task line, a special themed in-game task line chain, is available, part of the event. Completing certain events unlocks new features, including the Korvat mode. Not sure what that's going to be. Players who complete the main event tasks will receive a unique achievement and special reward. In the mode, if you've done the things, unlocks the mode, they'll be available at a certain event stage on Shoreline, Lighthouse, Woods, Customs, Reserve, and Interchange objectives. Locate and refuel a generator, protected for 5 minutes like the Christmas tree to complete the stage. And then once you've lit the tree, you unlock the transit next location. So this is going to be a transit-related thing. So this is going to be the start of wipe special quest chain, like last time was the actual transport from map to map. This one is going to use it and do something else with it, and that's wonderful. We'll see how that goes. Now, interestingly, they've added a frostbite status effect. It's a new status effect that reduces players' visibility and stamina. The effect goes away in shelters, near burning barrels, or when drinking alcohol. So basically, you have the ability to get cold. Obviously, we're winter, so we're going to start the winter weather season. The winter season has been adjusted to improve the visual and atmospheric elements on locations. Main changes: updated the winter environment visual effects. Okay. Added snowdrifts in various locations for more variety. Snowdrifts will mean either areas you cannot get through or areas, probably I'm assuming, will be like getting stuck in the swamp. You'll walk slowly, it'll be harder to get through, etc. Added a winter-themed factory, including snow and matching elements. Well, obviously, because now factory has some outdoor areas, so those will get hit, and maybe the snow will leak through into the building. And added a unique winter sound design for all locations. So I'm assuming less birds, more whistling winds, and that sort of things. Now, new content. This is going to be the interesting parts. Customs rework. This was totally expected. Update the old textures and material and location and replace the old objects with more up-to-date ones. So that could be anything from containers, trucks, vehicles, boxes, whatever. Trying to use the newer style as we saw in factory. Fully updated some of the buildings on the location. My understanding is Fortress, Crack House, and Big Red, although subject to change. Replaced all opaque glass blocks on location with transparent ones. Interesting. Opened 3 buildings on the industrial territory. So this means there's 3 additional buildings that we couldn't get into before that we will now be able to get into. Added new objects location, including exploding propane cylinders. Oh, that'll be fun. New points of interest. Added a transit to Shoreline and added new exfills. So these will be interesting. New POI, always fun. New transit to Shoreline, new exfills. My belief is the new POIs will come in no small part because of the 3 buildings, but also because the map may have changed a little bit. They may have added an extra way to get across the river, as an example. So that may have created some other stuff. So that's going to be the big update. Customs is getting bigger. Prestige. Now, they're adding a new mechanic for endgame player that unlocks a set of unique rewards and allows you to start your exploration of Tarkov anew, retaining some of the progression. Prestige is a PvP thing. In the next iteration, some rewards earned for advancing next prestige level will be available in PvE and EFT Arena. To earn a prestige, you must fulfill conditions. Reach 55, progress through certain in-game tasks, build and upgrade certain hideout zones, have certain items and money in stash, reach character skill levels. At that point, you'll be able to prestige. And this is very common in a lot of games that they have this as a mechanic for keeping people from getting bored with the game. Basically, you get to level 55, you do all the things you need to do, kappa, not kappa, I'm not sure what the deal is with that, but you can go prestige and go back to level 1 and do it again. Each prestige level resets a player profile progress in EFT and EFT Arena without resetting the achievements, prestige levels, and arena armory progress, and statistics in EFT and EFT Arena. When earning a prestige, you may choose to retain some equipment, a certain percentage of character skills, and weapon mastering. So then it's not going to be 100% carry your skills. You get a little bit. In patch 16, a total of 2 prestige levels are available. In future, 8 more prestige levels will be added. So there'll be up to 10 cycles, if you like. So the better players may want to keep playing to bang through it to get as many prestige levels as they can. Again, I agree with this one a lot. I think this is a wonderful idea because you need to find ways to keep the very best players playing. You need a way to keep the streamers streaming. You need to keep a reason for these people to keep playing. Now, this is a choice between this and I'm guessing not in 16 but in 1.0. The choice will be to prestige or to escape from Tarkov, but that's a different thing. We'll see when we get there. Prestige level and rewards do not reset with wipes and will remain with the player forever. So as you prestige, you prestige. Prestige rewards cannot be obtained in any other way. Rewards for earning prestige levels, special icon, nickname added to the player's game, blah, blah, blah. Main menu backgrounds, armbands, dog tag styles, hideout styles. Ooh, okay, that could be fun. New PMC gestures, more fingers, I guess. Mannequin poses for the gear rack, posters for hideout customization, special melee weapons. Additional daily task, additional weekly task, +1 charisma skill level added at the beginning of each wipe. Achievements. Okay. The list of rewards will be expanded with each new prestige level, blah, 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 voices, etc. Okay. So this is, it's still a work in progress. This is the first time they're doing this. I'm not sure if it's going to really stick, but there it is. The goal overall, more than anything, is to try to keep the good players playing so that these players don't get bored as quickly. Because, unfortunately, yes, they've been getting bored really quickly. New weapons, equipment, and loot. An RSHG-2 72.5 rocket launcher. Now, this was interesting. Pestilli was talking about this. Does this mean a way to break walls, destroy buildings, a way to destroy the armored taxi thing? Who knows? We'll see. The Sacco TRG M10338 LM bolt action, a new sniper rifle. The LK's Defense Velociraptor .30 blackout assault rifle. Ooh, that could be interesting. Sega 12K shotgun. I thought we already had that. 12K 12 gauge. Yeah, okay. FN Scar HX17 762 by 51. That's a small change, not sure. Akula push dagger, which I'm thinking is going to be the one that comes with the Prestige. The V40 mini grenade. I've seen these being tested in Arena. They're not very strong, but they're an easy throw, and you can throw them. They seem to be able to be thrown further. So, what else? New models, animations for the PP1901, the Sega 9, the SIG MPX. Some weapon attachments, equipment barter, and other items, and updated icons for numerous barter and equipment items. So basically just cleaning up how we see things. Continuous healing. Now this is very useful. You know, right now, if you say get a limb blacked out and you get collateral damage to other areas, you end up in a situation where you're 5 points down everywhere. Up until now, what you had to do was you had to do 6 or 7 separate heals to get it to happen. Now, When selected, the med kit will treat all injured body parts sequentially and, if possible, remove negative effects. So, body part with heavy bleeding, light bleeding, with a fracture, with the most missing health, head, thorax. So what will happen is you'll basically say, heal me, and it will go through the process and do as much as it can. My guess is this is going to make the bigger 1,800 point heals worth a lot more, and will make the smaller heals, the cheese and stuff, worth less, my guess. Activating continuous heals available in-game settings when replacing standard healing with continuous by pressing the hot med key button and selecting full treatment with the mouse wheel. You must also select the release button type in the settings for this slot. Okay. So there's a way to either set it as your standard, or to where you can hit the heal button and then use your mouse to scroll down to do it. I suspect I'll end up setting it as a continuous and call it even. Hidden exfils. The new feature allows players to find unique ways to leave the raid while exploring locations. The hidden exfils do not appear in the list of available exfils at the beginning of the raid. They become visible only after finding special in-raid items. Hidden exfil information is available to the player who found the item and the members of their group. All players in the area where the hidden exfil is activated can exit through it, even if the character has no information about it. Hidden exfils are available for both PMCs and player scavs. So the idea here is that you, aside from the normal exfils that exist in the game, if you find a certain item in raid, it may reveal another exfil that you can use. This is extremely powerful because exfil camping remains a big problem in Tarkov. We all know this. Campers, extract campers, route to extract campers, they're problems. They're problems for the game. It's a valid strategy. I'm a Stankrat fan as much as most everybody else is. Got to laugh along with him. But it's a negative to the game when too many people are doing it. So this could possibly make it so that people can go and find a special item, activate an exfil. Now, the downside is everybody's going to know where these exfils are over time, and people will start to just walk exfil to exfil hoping to find the hidden one. So we'll see how that works out. Each exfil on a location requires its own unique item, so different items for different exfils. An item cannot be taken out of the raid. It will be deleted at the end of the raid if it's left unused. So it's going to be some kind of an item you use to get it. Once used, a special item disappears from the player's inventory. Hidden exfils will be available on Custom Shoreline Reserve, Lighthouse, Ground Zero, Factory, Streets of Tarkov, and Woods. But not Labs. Adding the BTR driver storyline. Added task line for the BTR driver. The chain starts at mechanic with a task, a helping hand at character level 20. Completing a chain earns a new achievement and unique rewards such as barters for new items, weapon, customization items, and more. The task chain is also be available for completion after the Christmas event. So they won't have one at the same time. Woods, they've added a BTR stop at the train depot. Oh. Yeah, train depot being the new area. The area we were not supposed to find during the point 15 that we found behind the train station. And the BTR spawns a little bit more often. They've modified the route a little bit, and it spawns 80% instead of 70%. Hideout customization, the ability to customize hideout as well as the ability to visit your friend's hideout when viewing their profile. You can customize the hideout floor, walls, ceiling, shooting range targets, posters on the wall, and some collectibles on the shelves and tables. Hideout styles are unlocked for character levels, completing certain tasks and earning achievements. Shooting range targets are unlocked by leveling up shooting range zone and completing certain tasks. Ability to mount posters and items is unlocked as you upgrade the hideout. Posters may be found as loot in all locations and for earning prestige levels. Installable collectibles are identified to the Hall of Fame zone. When viewing someone else's hideout, you can access their shooting range to test weapons and the gym to level up your skills, as well as be able to switch the hideout's lighting. Well, that's kind of wild. All other zones and item crafts are unavailable when viewing someone's hideout. I wonder if you have to be in a team to do it, or if it's anybody who's on your friends list. If it's anybody on your friends list, man, oh man, people are going to be dropping people like mad. Some new achievements. All-wheel drive can be earned for completing BTR driver's task line. Modest wallpaper, wall style, okay. Kovod can be earned by completing Kovod task line. Rewards a bear upper, bear winter upper, bear winter lower, USEC winter upper, okay, yeah. Reward changes. Fatal outcome. Reward Sega 12 gauge shotgun at Prapper level 4. Complete remission. Sega 12 to Jaeger level 4. Jaeger. Come on. Added rewards for already existing achievements. For Ready for Anything. A reward blue paint. Jack of all trades, small tiles. Hammer and scythe, factory walls. Make a notch, factory floor. What not to wear, factory ceiling. Snowball. USEC Predator upper clothing. Okay. Tasks Overseas Trust Part 1 and 2 are removed from the game. Oh, it's interesting. I'd never gotten to them. So there you go. Additional requirements remain the same, such as trader reputation, character level, clothing, money, value. Players who previously completed a list of achievements will receive the rewards when they log into the game. Character customization. Added winter clothing kits for Bear and USAC available as reward for completing in-game event, as well as unique kits in the expansion sections at... Also added the Snowman t-shirt, which was available during the winter free weekend in EFT Arena. Okay. Changes and improvement. Updated the game engine version to Unity 2022.3.43 F1. Improve the system to combat the use of banned third-party software. Oh my God. 2 little lines, but could be interesting. Unity 2022.3.43.F1 is more or less the current. It's an LTS, but the long-term support for it ends next year. So this is only a stepping stone between here and probably Unity 6. That's a different question. Improve the system, combat the use of banned third-party software. This will be interesting to see how that plays. If Tarkov could ever solve a little bit of the problems of cheaters, the game would be pretty amazing, honestly. We'll see how those two. That's like 2 little lines, but that's more important than almost everything that came before it. Audio-wise, updated the Meta XR audio version to 69.0.0. Implemented the dynamic variation of movement, sound, hearing radius depending on the movement, speed, and type. Improved the attenuation curves and sound filtering depending on the source's vertical position. Hopefully we have a little bit better indication of up or down with sound. Add a new reverb system for all locations with a physical model based on calculations of the real environment geometry, allowing for a new immersive experience and help to improve the sound spatialization. We're going into a reverb chamber. What can I say? Remove the option to select binaural audio in the game settings. Binaural audio is finally dead. Rest in peace, binaural audio. Oh my God. Nobody going to miss it. Yeah. Binaural audio didn't work. Simple as that. It never did what it was supposed to do. So hopefully the Meta XR audio does it better. Visual recoil changes. Rework the visual component of the weapon recoil to improve the shooting perception, making it more realistic and detailed. New effects. Added random weapon sway and horizontal rotation. Okay. Implemented the visual effect of the bolt hitting the receiver. Okay. That'll be interesting. Add a camera shake effect reflecting the buttstock hitting the shoulder. Okay. Added slight barrel sway effects for pistols. This is kind of actually remarkably important because pistols have been somewhat overpowered because you can just wail on them. You get a pistol with a 17 rounds in it, and you could wang out the 17 rounds really, really quickly. Especially early wipe when you're competing against shotguns. Pistols were actually quite useful. Shotguns now have the inertia and caliber power effect, so there may be some differences in the way shotguns fire too. Updated the third-person aiming animation, so when a player's aiming and you see them, you should see them better or thing. Recoil balancing changes. Reduce the camera lift amplitude when shooting full auto on all weapons. Reduce the recoil bounce for DSA SA-58 and the SCAR H. AI changes. Partisan, raiders, rogues, and regular bots can now use underbarrel grenade launchers. Oh, crap. Improve the AI combat behavior. Added the ability to flank, use supportive fire, and switch to aggressive assault mode. Ooh, interesting. Improve the AI PMC behavior while searching for loot in PvE zone. Okay. Fixed several AI behavior and operational issues. Who knows? Grenade damage mechanics rework. Adjusted the mechanics of grenade blast damage propagation. Shrapnel and blast damage take into account the ballistic settings of the environment geometry between the player and the center of the grenade explosion. That would suggest that you could hide behind something and not take as much damage. Like if you're behind a pole or something, you may take less damage than if you are in wide open. Okay. Priority window selection. Added the ability to select the priority window when interacting with characters' inventory, secure container, rig, backpack, sorting table when out of raid. By default, container sorting window, table window is prioritized when it's opened. When another window is open, the priority shifts to it. When pressing Control left mouse button on an item from another window, character image says it'll move to the priority window. When pressing left or right mouse button on another window, item from another window, title bar becomes a priority window. Stash is the default priority window if no other windows are open. Added a priority window button to the stash window. After pressing it, the stash becomes the priority window. Okay. So this is how you move things item to item. Like if you open something, does it become priority? I'm thinking particularly with the containers or sorting table window, which in theory would prioritize where things are moved to. So, because I've always had a problem that sometimes when you want to move something, it doesn't go where you want it to go. So we'll have to see. Feature does not work in the mail, flea market, trading, equipment presets, scav, item, transfer screen, Hall of Fame, weapons, blah, blah, blah. In the game settings, you can enable auto priority for Windows, enable by default, enable manual, fully disable the feature. If the manual priority is selected, add a prioritize this window button to windows containing slots, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so when pressing the button, the selected window becomes a priority window. So basically, you can either go for the default, which is going to be pretty much what everybody will do, or if you're one of those who really likes to mess around with it, you can manually set it. You can also just turn it off. Yeah, and you can, priorities are removed when you close the window and all those things. Okay. Dog tag style selection. Added the ability to select the dog tag style on the character screen. Standard dog tag is available for all players. EOD edition dog tag is available for players with Edge of Darkness and players who upgraded from Edge of Darkness edition to the Unspeakable edition, which I have, unfortunately. The Unspeakable edition dog tag is available for players who own the Unspeakable edition. Prestige dog tags will be available to owners of any edition PvP after obtaining corresponding prestige level. My tongue is getting tired here. So basically now there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 5 different types of dog tags floating around for all that it's worth. Quality of life improvements. Added a pop-up with confirmation of the PvE PvP zone switch in the main menu. Okay, just made it a little bit easier to know where you're going. Added the ability to scroll in the task item transfer window. Okay. Updated the character creation screen. Now the character's nickname, voice, and appearance settings are all on the same screen. So basically, you make your character all in one go. Balancing changes. Updated the weapon builds at ref. Simonov, OPSKS, the SIG MPX, the Kalashnikov AKM, the AK-105, the SR-25, the MP-7A2. I don't think I've ever fired one of those. An RD-704. Wow, big long list. Ref is very important actually when it comes to gun. It's actually funny as ref has become almost more important than all the other traders for various reasons. MP5, SCAR-L. Okay, so these are all got changed. That's a lot of things that have been balanced. Listing offers on PvP flea market will be available 2 weeks after the end of patch. Listing offers on the PvP flea market will be available 2 weeks after the end of the patch installation. So that's suggesting the flea market is closed for 2 weeks. Building and upgrading hideout zones now requires items with the found in raid mark except for in-game currency. So this means now all of the stuff you need to do in your hideout, you can't buy it. You have to find it or build it. No other choices. They just made scavving super important again. Oh my God, being a scav is going to be super important in this game. Way more than it was before. So we're the 26th today. So let me look at the calendar here really quick. So it's the 26th today. So the flea market is going to be out of service until almost the 10th of January. They're going to be interesting. Because that's going to make it a lot harder for people to be making money. It'll also make it really hard to short circuit some of the tasks that you would have done before by just buying shit and moving it along. And there it is. Increase the maximum stack size of rubles to 1 million. That's good, so half the space required. Increase the maximum stack size of GP to 100. That's 5 times. That's really good because you get way too much of that from Arena. Limit for rubles in raid is now up to 500,000. Limit for looting rubles in raid is 1 million. Holy jeez. Increase graphic card cost at ref to 100 gold coins. Yeah, it was too cheap last time. Increase the mod 1 plate carry at ref to 32 gold canes and moved it to after level 4. So basically you got to king it to get there. They're changing the ergonomics and recoil control values of the bipods, which are the supports for under sniper guns. Haven't used them, so I wouldn't know the difference. Items from the following loot crates have the found in raid status. Equipment crates, valuable crates, supply crates, and weapon crates. So anything you can get from ref as the crates have a found in raid status. But now the funny part is, in order to unlock them, you have to have enough in your stash to have the generator running and at least the level 1 of the workbench. So that's going to be that's actually a very interesting twist. And then here we go. List of fixes. Oh my God. Fix the missing localization for certain gestures. Fix the soft lock when trying to outfit mannequins in a hideout. Fix the interface freeze when replacing a daily task with a new task from the same trader. Fix the PvE AI bot freezing after death if a player received an achievement for killing them. Fix the wish list notification when looting an unpacked container in a raid. Fix the attention skill points gained when splitting ammo stacks in raid. Yeah, okay. Fix the missing slot for placing modifier items at the cultist circle. Okay. Fix the availability of context menus for loading magazines with ammo while in a raid. Okay. Interesting. Fix the ability to quickly load ammo into magazines in a raid. Yeah, there was a bug where you could insta-load, which was really weird. Fix the issues when completing the Lightkeeper's task, get acquainted. Yeah, this one, if you failed, there was no way to reanimate it, and it was done, and you couldn't get around it. It was really annoying. I hadn't got there, but lots of people had, and I understand that it was extremely frustrating to deal with. Fix the incorrect grenade damage calculation with player wearing body armor. Yeah, this was another one. Fix the missing rewards when completing a ritual cultist circle. Yeah, you could do the cultist circle and you got absolutely nothing. Like I did one the other day. I did 5 Bitcoins into the cultist circle and I got back a pack of matches. Something not right. Fix the weapon freezing at the mount point for observers. Fix the soft left when trying to throw a grenade in blind fire mode. Okay. Fix several issues with visuals, location geometry, and environment ballistics. So, visuals, location geometry, I can figure. Environment ballistics, I'm guessing, is gunshots going through things that shouldn't have gone through things, or not going through things they should have gone through, one or the other. Several issues in the system of dependencies and compatibility of weapons attachments. Yeah, there's all sorts of weird things. You can do it one way, you can't do it the other. I found one the other day where I wanted to put a scope on a gun, and it needed like a little mounting plate, but I couldn't get the mounting plate to go on the gun. But if I put the mounting plate on the scope, then I could put the scope on the gun, which was dumb. Anyway, incorrect grenade behavior when hitting fences and nets. Fix the missing movement speed reduction with a blacked out leg after treating its bleeding. Fix issues of BTR interaction interface. Yeah, the interface was kind of rough. Hopefully it's a bit better now. Fix the simultaneous playback of daytime and nighttime sounds in Lighthouse. Yes. Fix the ability to look through some walls on woods in Reserve. Yes, this was Reserve in particular. Near D2, there was some places where you could see through, which was bad. Easily abused for benefit of the rats. Fix the missing bullet damage after fixing a malfunction in certain cases. Okay, never ran across that one. Fix the inability to filter keys by condition at the flea market. Fix the incorrect raid experience calculation in certain cases, which resulted in a run-through status instead of survived. Yeah, this is very contentious because sometimes you go in a raid and all you need to do is survive. So you stay in the raid 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes, whatever. You drink something, you eat something, and you go and you still get a run through, and you shouldn't have. It should have been a survived. Even if it was lame, it should have been a survival. Fix the optic zoom writing format when using smooth zoom. Yeah, there's I've only had a couple of scopes that use this, but sometimes the zoom would get a little bit weird, and that was a bit weird. Fix the errors when using the link search on the flea market, and fix the inventory freeze when picking up an item at the same time as another player. Yeah, if 2 of you are going for, say, a supply crate, and there's 10 items in it, and you both go and try to take the same item at the same time, one of you would get frozen. It was really annoying. So that's a list for the patch notes, and I'm going to back up here, and I am going to stop at the one I think is the most important. Everything else is everything else, and there's a lot of it, I've got to say, here. This one, and the audio. If this works, if they have managed to handle some of the cheating. I'm not even asking them to fix all of it. Some of it. 25% of it. 30% of it. That's a big deal. If the Unity engine works better and we get a little bit better performance, that's really good. If the audio is better, rest in peace, binaural audio. We'll miss you. Not really. If the audio is better, the game will be massively better. So it is currently 7:45 a.m. GMT. There's still another 7 hours before the game goes out, maybe more. Don't be surprised if it takes a little bit longer. You'll notice also I didn't even see anything about Arena in here. There's a lot of changes in Arena as well, and I'll look for that, and we may make another video. So thanks for watching. Leave your comments at the bottom, thumbs up, likes, etc. I appreciate very much. Thanks much. Catch you later.